Hi, I'm Dawn and welcome to Keto Food Network. Today, I'm going to show you a quick, easy, and affordable way to make keto bone broth using beef marrow bones. Shall we start? Let's go to the kitchen. Welcome to Keto Food Network. I'm Dawn, and today we will show you a quick and easy way to make your own bone broth that is 100% keto friendly. First, what you gotta do is grab yourself approximately about 6 pounds of marrow bones. I get mine from my local grocery store. Before you throw anything into the crock pot, you have to throw the marrow bones into the oven on roast 450 degrees for about 30 minutes. So let's do that now. This is what marrow bones look like. This is all the good stuff. These were previously frozen. Another great thing about, and don't worry about my sleeve getting on the bone, it's all good. What's another great thing about marrow bones is you can freeze them. You can buy them in bulk and freeze them if you got space in your freezer. Okay, we don't need to salt and pepper these marrow bones. I don't, because it's all going to go in a crock pot where all the seasoning will take place. So let's get these into the oven, 450 degrees on roast, and we're going to do this for 30 minutes. You're going to want to flip it after the 15-minute mark, and I'll meet you back here in about 15 minutes. I'm about to pull the marrow bones out of the oven to flip them. They've been in there for 15 minutes of half the time that they're supposed to be in there for 30 minutes. So let's pull those out right now. Oh, look at that. That's exactly what you want. You want some nice browning in there. You want to see the fat break down on there. We're just going to flip these real quick. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Alright, so the bones have been flipped. We're going to put them back in the oven for another 15 minutes. And by that time, all the juices and everything are going to go into the crock pot. Meet you back here. Now for the vegetables that will be going into the crock pot with the marrow bones. I did not throw these out. I saved these because I'm going to use this as one of my garbage dishes. Just put everything right in here and throw it in the trash. Okay, so we'll set that over there. Here are the vegetables that you were going to need. Pretty simple stuff, pretty cheap. Celery, carrots, yellow onion. I already pre-cut the onions and peeled them, and I pre-cut the celery. I keep the celery leaves because that has a lot of flavor in them as well. Let's cut up the onions. And this is a crock pot that I'll be using today. And I have it on, so it's already preheated. Okay, so we'll cut up the onions first. You don't need to do any real fancy dicing, just cut 1, 2, 4 pieces, throw in the pot. Let's do it again. Take this end off because we don't need that. 1, 2, in the pot. Alright, next, I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in there because everybody loves garlic, and garlic is another superfood. I'm going to throw about half a tablespoon of garlic in there. This is pre-chopped garlic. I always buy my garlic pre-chopped because I don't have to sit there and cut up some garlic. Okay, another ingredient that goes into this recipe is apple cider vinegar. Okay, so we're going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. There are many on the market. I choose this kind, but you can also go for your GV brand if you can't afford it. Okay, so let's get our tablespoon out. 1 tablespoon. The bones are finishing up in the oven. I'll bring you to those in a minute. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And then we are going to add bay leaves. Okay? You can add 1 or 2. I'll just probably add the rest of the bay leaves that are in this jar. Right there. Just throw that in there. Okay, last ingredients is our sea salt, and this is where you do the taste. I don't put too much. Now, the great thing about when you cook your bone broth, this is all the ingredients that I add in my bone broth. It's very basic. Bay leaf, salt, pepper, garlic, apple cider vinegar, carrot, onion, celery, and your marrow bones. Very basic. You can add other things because when you're drinking your bone broth, nothing's going to go in it. So if you want other seasonings in there that you'd like to taste, like thyme or rosemary or something like that, you can also add it to your bone broth as well. You can even add some basil in there if you wanted to get a nice herbal flavor to it. Okay, so the bones have been cooking in there for about 15 minutes. We're going to open up the oven and flip those bones. We're going to place the marrow bones in this bowl. And then we're going to carry them over to the crock pot where it will be added to the vegetables. And then after it's added, we'll put the water in. I forgot to mention the water to you guys. Let's go. Okay, here we go. We're just going to place them in the pan. You try and get them on the bottom if you can. If not, you can place them right on top of the vegetables. Wherever you can get the most room. That's why I choose the packages that have the flat cut bones because you can fit more in there opposed to the big chunky ones like these. But these ones are also good because they're filled with tons of marrow. I already have some water right here ready to go into the crock pot. This is a 2-quart watering pitcher, and I use this to make Kool-Aid, but I mean not Kool-Aid, but you know, like drinks. I'm just gonna pour it into the crock pot. You want the water to go right above the bones. You want those bones to be submerged into that water. So as you can see, we need more. There we go. We'll just fondle those bones a little bit to get them into that water. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, you're going to set your crock pot on slow cooker. I keep my bone broth cooking. I have it set on low because we want it to cook slow. Slow and low, right? I keep my bone broth cooking for a good 20 to 21 hours. It will be done in 12 hours if you wanted to take it off at 12 hours. But if you do it on low, you can just leave it there and let it do its thing. Thank you for joining me. I'm Dawn. See you next time. So here's what your bone marrows are going to look like. Oh. Sorry folks, I just got pinched. So add more water.
What was it? What was it?
I said we just need 4 more. It's going to shiz on you.
Oh my god!
Place the marrow bones in the bowl and carry them over to our crock pot. Hi.
I'm having a heart attack. Welcome.
I'm having a fucking hot flash. Okay. Better?
Yep, go.
Hi, I'm Dawn and welcome to Keto Food Network.